How to grow cherry tomatoes at home in containers. Easy method. Growing cherry tomatoes at home can be a rewarding and delicious experience. These vibrant little fruits pack a punch of flavor and are perfect for salads, snacking, and adding to a variety of dishes. Best of all, you don't need a large garden to cultivate them. With the right techniques, you can successfully grow cherry tomatoes in containers right on your balcony, patio, or even indoors. Let's explore the easy method to grow cherry tomatoes at home in containers. Why grow cherry tomatoes in containers? Before we dive into the how-to, let's briefly touch on why container gardening is a fantastic option for cherry tomatoes. 1. Space efficiency. Containers allow you to grow cherry tomatoes in small spaces, making them ideal for urban dwellers or those with limited garden space. 2. Mobility. You can easily move containers to optimize sunlight exposure or protect the plants from adverse weather conditions. 3. Pest control. Growing in containers can help reduce the risk of soil-borne diseases and pests. Control over soil quality. You have full control over the soil quality and composition, ensuring your cherry tomatoes get the best possible start. Choosing the right container. Selecting the right container is crucial for the healthy growth of your cherry tomatoes. Here are some key considerations. 1. Size. Choose a container that is at least 14 to 18 inches in diameter and 12 to 15 inches deep. This provides enough space for root development. 2. Material. Containers made of plastic, ceramic, or fabric are good options. Ensure they have drainage holes to prevent waterlogging. 3. Color. Lighter colored containers reflect heat, keeping the soil temperature stable, which is beneficial for tomato growth. Selecting the right variety. Not all cherry tomato varieties are suited for container gardening. Here are some popular container-friendly varieties. Sweet 100, known for its high yield and sweet flavor. Tumbling Tom, a compact variety that is perfect for hanging baskets and small containers. Tiny Tim, a dwarf variety that thrives in small spaces. Preparing the soil. The right soil mix is essential for container gardening. Here's how to prepare it. Point 1. Potting mix. Use a high-quality potting mix that is light and well-draining. Avoid garden soil as it can be too dense and may harbor pests and diseases. 2. Compost. Mix in some compost to provide essential nutrients. A ratio of 2 parts potting mix to 1 part compost works well. 3. Perlite or vermiculite. Add these to improve aeration and drainage. Planting your cherry tomatoes. Now that you have your container and soil ready, it's time to plant your cherry tomatoes. 1. Seedlings or seeds. You can start with seedlings from a nursery or grow your plants from seeds. If using seeds, start them indoors 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost date. 2. Transplanting. If you're using seedlings, transplant them into the container. Plant them deep, burying 2/3 of this. 3. Spacing. If planting more than 1 plant per container, ensure they are spaced at least 2 feet apart to allow for adequate growth. Watering and feeding. Cherry tomatoes need consistent watering and feeding to thrive. 1. Watering. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. Water deeply, ensuring the water reaches the roots. Containers dry out faster than garden beds, so check the soil daily. 2. Mulching. Add a layer of mulch on top of the soil to retain moisture and regulate soil temperature. 3. Feeding. Use a balanced, slow-release fertilizer at planting time. Once the plants start to flower, switch to a tomato-specific fertilizer high in potassium and phosphorus. Providing support. Cherry tomato plants need support to keep them upright and promote healthy growth. 1. Stakes or cages. Insert stakes or cages into the container when you plant your tomatoes. This helps support the plants as they grow and bear fruit. 2. Pruning. Prune the sucker's small shoots that grow between the main stem and branches to focus the plant's energy on fruit production. Sunlight and temperature. Cherry tomatoes thrive in warm, sunny conditions. 1. Sunlight. Ensure your container receives at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. If growing indoors, place the container near a sunny window or use grow lights. 2. Temperature. Ideal daytime temperatures are between 70–85 degrees Fahrenheit, and nighttime temperatures should not drop below 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Harvesting your cherry tomatoes. The most rewarding part of growing cherry tomatoes is the harvest. 1. Timing. Cherry tomatoes are usually ready to harvest 55 to 70 days after planting. Look for fully colored, firm tomatoes that easily detach from the vine. 2. Regular harvesting. Harvest regularly to encourage continuous production. Cherry tomatoes ripen quickly, so check your plants daily once they start bearing fruit. Common problems and solutions. Even with the best care, you might encounter some issues. Here are common problems and their solutions. 2. Blossom and rot. This is caused by calcium deficiency. Ensure consistent watering and use a calcium-rich fertilizer. 2. Pests. Common pests include aphids, whiteflies, and spider mites. Use insecticidal soap or neem oil to control infestations. Diseases. Keep an eye out for fungal diseases like blight. Ensure good air circulation by not overcrowding plants and avoid overhead watering. Conclusion. Growing cherry tomatoes at home in containers is an enjoyable and fruitful endeavor. With the right container, soil, and care, you can enjoy a bountiful harvest of sweet, juicy tomatoes. Follow these easy steps, and you'll be well on your way to becoming a successful container gardener. Happy gardening!